Hey guys, Kyle here with Finance Bro, and today, of course, we're talking about none other than Shiba Inu. As always, again, guys, we are only down about 2.95% today, which is a little unfortunate, but again, I'm not worried, right? This is a long-term hold for me. This is a long-term bet that I am making on this coin for it to succeed and go above and beyond my expectations. And for me, the day-to-day price fluctuations don't really bother me too much. Of course, I'm gonna still cover them because you guys are gonna wanna know certain pieces of information or pieces of content, or you guys just wanna be aware and be up to date with this coin on all kinds of levels, whether it's new news coming out, different pieces of content that tell a little bit of information about the coin. Again, there's all kinds of stuff that you can look into with this coin, and I think it's really important to keep the community aware and up to date on this kind of stuff, and I really enjoy bringing this kind of content to you guys. Before I get into the rest of the video though, guys, let me know down in the comments below how many Shiba Inu tokens you guys are still holding. If you're still holding them at all, let me know if you bought, if you sold, what you guys are currently doing with Shiba Inu, so we can see just how strong the Shiba Inu army is. And two, if you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public and start trading Shiba Inu as well, you guys go to public.com, or sorry, rather use our link down in the description below for Public. Guys, they've just added Shiba Inu to their roster of tradable tokens. So if you guys want to hop on there and start trading Shiba Inu at the same time, you guys can do that. And when you use our link, you will get a free stock. So it's kind of a win-win for all of us involved. Now, overall, guys, let's go to ranking real quick here, and we can take a look at where Shiba Inu is at overall compared to like Dogecoin and all the other big coins. Now, of course, unfortunately, we talked about this a little bit yesterday in yesterday's video, that Shiba Inu has dropped a few places in ranking, unfortunately. About 3-4 billion in market cap, unfortunately. But again, guys, it's been above Dogecoin before. It can do it again. Again, I'm not worried as long as bullish momentum stays. Let's talk a little bit of technical analysis here before we get into the main part of today's video. Beautiful bull flag, by the way, forming right here. I'll try to draw the lines really quick here just to give you guys some sense of what is going on. As you can see here, this is a super bullish pattern that we're really forming here. Sorry, let me be a little bit more accurate to those really long candle wicks there, so that way I'm not really being misinterpreted here. So this is kind of what we're forming. We're getting very close down to the kind of end of it, guys. This is a super bullish pattern, and if you guys were subscribed, which hopefully you are, hopefully you're subscribed. Geez, I talked rather, Zach, I'm sure, talked about this as well in yesterday's videos, that guys, if we said that if this goes into a consolidation pattern and starts to trade in a very tight level between like the 5.7 to the 4, or the 4 or 5 level, in between there, if it trades very tightly in that level and continues to trade sideways, we are going to remain extremely bullish on this coin, and we're going to, well, more than likely probably buy more, anticipating for a further breakout. Guys, what is it doing right now? It's trading very tightly in that small little range. Some people could argue that it is kind of slumping a little bit, but again, something very similar like this, guys, happened in the first rally where we saw a huge dump or sell-off correction, whatever you'd like to call it, and then it started to consolidate and push to the sideways for a significant amount of time. What do we see here? Huge pump towards the upside, bit of a correction towards the downside, and now we're starting to consolidate. And overall, this is a extremely bullish pattern, and I'm looking forward to a future breakout, hopefully very soon. But let's talk about the main thing on Twitter today. By the way, real quick, guys, if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter, guys. You've been killing it with the Twitter followers recently. As you can see here, we just recently posted our first little kind of Shib, related tweet. We wanted to tweet more about Shib to bring you guys more information on the Twitter side of things. So make sure to follow us at It's Finance Bro on Twitter. It might be linked in the description, and if it's not, you guys can just obviously follow us there. That is our username right there. But either way, let's talk about this piece of content. So John Arrowkman, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, tweeted this out, and I think it's really fascinating to look at as far as this all goes, because what this actually relates to, this tweet specifically is more about stocks, but if we scroll down here, I believe he posted something in more reference to cryptocurrency, if I'm not mistaken here. Here we go. This is in reference to cryptocurrency. So value of $1,000 invested 1 year ago. Now there's a million of other coins here: Polygon, Solana, Dogecoin, Binance, all that kind of fun stuff. But the top one here is of note: Shiba Inu. $1,000 invested 1 year ago. Today, of course, is the year. The year today is 2021, right? If we go back a year ago, it's 2020, right? And I believe, we're in November right now, so November 2020. If you invested $1,000 in Shiba Inu in November of 2020, it would be worth $740 million in $259,740. Guys, $740 million 40 million. Now, listen, I am not shy to say, I mean, that there are likely people who held through that time period with about that much invested and made that much money, guys. Again, there are people who are likely billionaires off this coin. I say that with full confidence because, again, this community is something like I've never seen before. There are people willing to hold this coin till Valhalla, till 1 cent is reached. And again, even though they're up millions and billions of dollars even, I'm sure there's some, again, it's few and far between, I'm sure. And you know, who even knows if they're even watching this video, but again, they are out there and they're holding still. A lot of them are still holding. They're whales and they're not willing to sell until this thing hits either a cent or some major milestone, or they might not sell ever. I don't know, guys. But what's interesting about this is a tale kind of with a lesson involved. And the lesson here is patience, right, at the end of the day. Because all of these coins, guys, as you can see here, overall, the market in the long-term scale of things, over a year, right, that's only over a year, $1,000 invested over a year, has returned incredible amounts on all of these coins. And again, even the smaller amounts, $4,000, $3,000, even not that much, right, you're still seeing incredible returns from most cryptos. And you can look at the stock market too and see something very similar, guys. Again, what all of this is about at the end of the day is picking coins that have value, that have reason for being, right, that have a actual functional use. And even if they don't, it's just being patient at the end of the day, right? A lot of these are like lottery tickets, right? But these lottery tickets have a much higher probability of actually paying you out at the end of the day and you not getting screwed over by, you know, just random luck, right? And at the end of the day, I'm holding, right? I have all these different crypto projects in my portfolio that I have a decent amount of money invested in. And again, I'm holding. I'm waiting until it makes sense, right? Because the people who sold Bitcoin when Bitcoin all of a sudden was at $200, right? Instead of it being at, you know, maybe 50, right? Those people were burnt in the long run. Sure, maybe they made a couple $1,000s, maybe they made a couple $100s, but again, that was nothing compared to what we saw Bitcoin rise to, you know, in the years to come to $60,000. And well, people are literally millions and billionaires, you know, off of Bitcoin now. So again, guys, this is all about patience. You cannot win in any market, any financial market, without the ability to be able to wait, to analyze what is going on in the market, whether it's with your own position or other positions you're thinking about getting into, and to be cautious, right? You have to be able to manage your risks. You don't want to put in more money that you can lose, and you want to be able to see, or be able to kind of predict at least, hey, I have $1,000, I'm going to throw it into this coin. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, well, I can lose the money anyways. That's what you really have to be aware of, guys. Be patient, be humble, and don't go too crazy. But of course, be happy. This is an amazing time in our lives, guys, that we can invest in cryptocurrency. And in my opinion, it truly is the future. Shiba Inu, funnily enough, of course, being one of the main spotlights of this, which I think is awesome either way. Just a community token like this really is such a rare and amazing treat. And I'm so excited to continue to cover it in the future.